friend once said, we're judged not by what we start, but by what we complete. So
Kieth Manuel has been working on Wicked Mojo for the last 12 years.
Exercising of all my demons, all the things that bother me internally, instead of getting tattoos, I put them on the car and drive it around.
It's Kieth's unique vision that has shaped Wicked Mojo.
Going for like a Porsche 928 rear, and I wanted this real broaching whale tail look to it, just for goof factor.
It's a project that has evolved on its own.
Kieth, your car's at the bottom of the hill, smashed into a tree. So here I am in the backyard, backing the car up, smash, smash. And so it was a forming. I didn't feel weird about it. I just felt like I was a sculptor working on a huge sculpture.
This former Acura Integra, now fitted with an antique ambulance siren, among other things, is at the mercy of Kieth's imagination.
It's truly about the toys, I mean, I have like a briefcase of all these things with buttons, and it'll all be, radio frequency, remote control.
One of his toys, fitted on Blanca Basura, is a high-powered squirt gun.
So at any rate, you have this beam, this direct beam, and then you shoot a blast of water at night. The blast of water gets illuminated for, 30 feet. It's like, so it's like this Bellagio, light show or something. It'll shoot a blast of water. I could hit Tim in the chest.
I joined Kieth for a spin around town.
People are more apt to show support,
Show here. Smile, everybody. You really got it. A little of everything for everybody. Out to lunch even. That's great.
It just had to have horns. I mean, look at it. It had to have horns. I always envy those guys in the big convertible Cadillacs out in Texas, with the big steer horns in the front. The car's not bigger, but the horns are.
Wicked Mojo has evolved over time, section by section.
No, it was really just a hole there. We had at the kayak shop, we had an extra tire sitting around, and it looked like it needed to go there.
It wasn't unanimous, but I think Wicked Mojo just edged out the Ferrari in the popularity contest.
Totally. The Ferrari is so much cooler than some Wicked Mojo.
And you like the Wicked Mojo?
Yeah, I like the Wicked Mojo. It has character.
This car isn't worth a tenth of what that is.
What do you guys think of the car?
Cool.
What do you think you see on the front?
The kids dug it, but they still wondered about the meaning behind Kieth's Wicked Mojo.
Why did you do this like this?
Be able to hold down boats, so hold down the ropes.
Like the kids, the cops also had questions for
Some of them
Kieth.
just want to pull you over because they can't identify it, and they got to figure out what it is, and then they find something that might give them a reason to pull the car over, like non-standard car.
Unlike many car lovers, it isn't about the horsepower for Kieth.
Minimal effort into the engine. It's completely just barely functional as a motor. It's got 250 or 230,000 miles on it.
But Kieth keeps innovating and has plans for his high-powered squirt gun, which includes video imaging.
Another camera will be up there, which will be a remote camera, so you can actually see where the aims. We'll have some crosshairs on it, And that's the only problem is when you're driving around in the car and somebody says something to you and you want to hose them down, you can't really tell. You got to look up through the sunroof and see where it's aimed to try to dial it up. But if you have it on screen, you can just and get the crosshairs and just blast them.
With help from Kieth's friends, Wicked Mojo has not only been a source of fun, but has also led him into his business, Maritime Plastics in Annapolis.
Like a learning tool. I learned fiberglassing by doing this. I've learned a lot of, plastic stuff by doing the windows, and I've learned a lot of wiring by doing all the wiring.
With many years already spent working on Wicked Mojo, Kieth's clear about one thing.
I want to get it done, and then I'll move on to something else. And it probably won't be anything like this.